Hello people of the internet, my name is VXROSE and let's talk about Batman. Alright, so I'm gonna be ranking 1 through 10 the best Batman live action movies ever made. And these are gonna have references from him as well as other things. And I'm even gonna talk about the Batman 2 upcoming movie at this point in time. Maybe you're watching this in the future. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn. This is gonna be a good one. You may be asking, what Batman movies and cameos are we ranking today? So out of the 15 that we are ranking, only 10 of them are gonna make the cut. I'm sorry, Batman animated fans, video coming soon.
Hey, it's the Batmobile. Just look.
I am looking. And isn't Robin too much?
All right, coming in at number 10, we're gonna start with The Flash's appearance of Batman. This was horrendous. They were just throwing Batman in there as a cash grab. They were just trying to freaking take your money. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you know I'm right. And they were throwing a Supergirl and all these multiverse things, just trying to grab your money. The whole movie was kind of a meme. I don't think people were really super happy about this movie. That's what the internet says, but hey, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. You gotta remember that. I do think this movie does get some extra hate that it does not deserve, but let's just chill out and think about this. It was trying to do something new, and that's cool. But is it just me, or should Ben Affleck not be Batman? He might be too short with the build. Number 2, coming in with Suicide Squad. This movie was not particularly good, but it did have a cool Batman chase down scene with Harley Quinn. And it just shows Batman just saving her even though he doesn't even have to, or he even shouldn't, but he does because he's just such a heroic person, and that's why he's number 1. That's why we know Batman is number 1. We do know Batman is number 1 at the end of the day. The Harley Quinn in this movie, played by Margot Robbie, is a great casting. I feel like she looks the part, and same with Deadshot as Will Smith. I think maybe there could have been a little bit better of a casting, but personality-wise, I do like that Deadshot casting for what we just have now in like our time. And I still believe that we could have had a better Batman, because at the core of the universe is literally like whatever the Batman is. Like, if this new DCU, the Superman is great, but if the Batman isn't great, then what are we gonna do? The universe is cooked. If the Batman is good, the universe is good. If the Batman is cooked, oh, my bad, y'all. I just punched out my mic, but you hear what I'm saying? Batman is important. So, coming off of that, let's go to Batman. Okay, so Batman 1989 to me is a classic. I feel like this one is really affected by Batman 1989 is really affected by the time that I was born. This is a good Batman movie, and if I was a little bit older than I was, I would rank it higher, because it would be the first Batman thing to come out in theaters that really just blew my mind. But because the things that I saw were a little bit earlier in my life, but later in some people, I understand. Like, because for me, the Nolan trilogy, which will rank later in this, is just a lot higher for me because I was younger and that came out. That was like a staple of my childhood. Kind of like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Those movies are a staple of my childhood. Anyways, Batman 1989 had a good casting. I like the Joker. I like the Batman. We even saw in number 10, The Flash. They had to bring this Batman back. He was so good. But it just can't rank higher for me because it was a little too comic-y. It was a little too silly. And I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like it didn't hit what it was trying to hit for like a long period of time and not just like a short period of time. But like I said, it's a Batman movie, so that means it's still a great movie at the end of the day. Okay, next we have Batman Returns. Now this movie has also a great cast, having Danny DeVito playing the Penguin. I do really like the sets and the atmosphere that this movie brings. It's great. It's actually really good. But still, I feel like they hadn't refined what people want as Batman. So I'm still trying to get with it. I think it's really just an era of the time. There will be better movies in the future. There there are better movies in the future, I have nothing more to say about this movie. Not at all. Holy crap, our next movie has Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Mr. Freeze. I'm kind of hoping in the Batman 2 we're gonna get Mr. Freeze as the main villain. I know people want Heart of Ice. I want Heart of Ice. I'm a part of that community that wants that. But this movie, it's the same problem. It's too goofy, but I do really like it because I remember watching this movie. Something stuck out to this movie. Something about this movie stuck out to me. It may have been the memes. There's a lot of good memes that come from this movie. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Not much more to say about that one. Batman versus Superman. This is a fantastic movie, but I think it's still a little underrated. I think it's overhated. When you're Batman, you just have to uphold to a certain standard, and this movie did not uphold to that certain standard. But I do appreciate the effort at the end of the day. The effort is really good. I think this movie could have been better if maybe Superman didn't have long sideburns. I know. I was just the first person to say it. Superman's sideburns are too long, and that's why this movie is bad. If you don't understand that, then you don't understand movies, bro. Next movie on the list, The Batman. Now this is the best Detective Batman movie. This is the best Detective Batman movie that is the portrayal of Batman. Christopher Nolan's vision was more like action, like fighting, like they had like wars and stuff, and more like action and fighting. But this movie was more detective, trying to figure out things. How do you do this? The Dark Knight Rises. The thing about the Nolan trilogy is that they all work really well together. It's a long story of Batman, and now it feels like a integral part of who Batman is this.
So you came back to die with your city.
I came back to stop you.
Is this Nolan trilogy. Batman Begins. Batman Begins next is another really good one. Still is a staple. If you look in the Lego games, if you look in pop culture media for Batman now, Batman Begins is now what you do in a sense of who Batman is when people look at what Batman is. This will probably change in the future when we grow and adapt to new things, but as of right now, this is a big influence on what Batman is. Okay. Next, we have The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is another one of the Nolan trilogy, another banger. This is my number one. This is Heath Ledger as the Joker. The Joker, a man who thinks about society and understands we are cooked. That we are so cooked that you might as well just give up. And the funny thing is man, he is just talking about a society mirrored to ours. Guys, we gotta do better. Things may never be perfect, but we might as well try. You know, when we talk about superheroes, let's talk about they're trying to do better and we gotta do better. Let's do better together. Subscribe and watch tomorrow's video. Peace.
I'd risk losing the battle for Gotham's soul in a fistfight with you. No. You need an ace in the hole. Mine's Harvey.
What did you do?
I took Gotham's White Knight, and I brought him down to our level. It wasn't hard. See, madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.